It's Saturday evening right now, and my dad and I just did an inspection of my car. We took it for a drive because it's been making a pretty loud humming sound. It has almost 250,000 miles on it, so just about that. That's my goal, but trying to keep it alive for a couple more miles. But there it is out there. We'll see how long it holds together. What would you say are what's your assessment of the car right now?
From our little drive, nothing sounded too serious to me. There's a little bit of noise, but no, I wouldn't even say it had noise. Maybe just a little louder than usual. And after we looked at the car, it kind of seemed like it was any issues would be in the front wheels. So we took the wheels off, and the rotors are a little worn, and the brake pads are kind of totally finished. So I think we could just replace the pads and the rotor, kind of like just the parts of a brake job. I did a quick search on that for parts. It would be about $140 for parts for your car. Pretty easy fix. At least at this point in time, the wheels, everything came apart pretty easily, so I think it's pretty straightforward, but not too serious. So.
I'm just gonna take his word for it. I'm gonna hopefully squeeze out as many miles as I can with this car. So it probably wouldn't hurt to start looking at other cars, but I don't know. I still like this one. Just I don't know. I kind of just haven't felt like putting time into looking at new cars yet. But. Okay, now that we're done with the car, in this video, I want to talk about imagining locations where you can film movies, otherwise known as location scouting. Obviously, when people make movies, they try to find really cool places that just look awesome, so they get these really nice images, and that's how you kind of keep the audience, you keep them sucked into your movie by providing them with really cool looking images, and that's like part of the art of filmmaking. And honestly, I really don't know that much about making movies. I'm such a beginner at this, but some of the coolest locations, at least what I've learned, some of the coolest locations are right around the corner. And to kind of give you an example of what I mean, check this out. I'm at the end of my neighborhood. I'm just gonna turn the camera around and zoom in a little bit. Look at this. We got this sweet farm mill off in the distance. It's next to a cornfield. Anyway, that's just like a quick taste. I want to actually drive around though and show you a couple other cool places that I found that I think would be sweet for making movies. We are losing daylight. It's golden hour, so things look awesome, but they only look awesome for a short amount of time. But anyway, we're gonna drive around real quick and see some spots that I like that are pretty close to home. I'm losing daylight quick, and I don't know, I don't really have much time to drive a ton of other places, but I'm only 10 minutes away from my neighborhood, and that's why I love location scouting. When you maybe you've driven past something 100 times, but then all of a sudden you see it in a different light when you actively think about, okay, how could this be in a movie? And then maybe you take a camera with you and you just position the camera at different angles, and all of a sudden you've got this really cool setting for what could be a movie. So it's such a fun thing, and it doesn't take a ton of skill. You just kind of gotta have an imagination, and most of us do. So okay, before I end this video, there's one more thing I want to do tonight, and to do it, I have to grab my new box light and an extension cord, a hose, and a sprinkler. So I'm gonna grab those things, and then we're gonna head outside, and it's gonna be really cool, I hope. Okay, that was probably one of the coolest camera shots I've ever gotten. It came out so well, and I only used 2 lights. I had my $40 softbox light, and then I had this Yongnuo 300 Air Pro LED light. This thing's battery powered, but this thing works well too. I used this for lighting up the sprinkler, and then I used the softbox light to cast light onto the house. I wanted to make it look like moonlight, and then I just wanted it to be a nighttime scene. Only thing I would have changed is I was using my kit lens at first when I was attempting the shot, and the kit lens for the Canon M50, only the fastest it can get is aperture of f3.5, and so I needed to switch to a faster lens, and the fastest one I have is the 50mm f1.8, and so I think I dropped this down to like f1.8 and to get in a ton of light. Only problem is this lens isn't quite as wide. I do have the speed booster, the Viltrox speed booster, to kind of regain some of that field of view that you lose on a crop sensor camera, but this still wasn't quite as wide as I would have liked it to be. So I think if I get a wider lens that is faster, that can get down to like f2, that would be awesome. And then I could get like the whole shot of the entire house with the sprinkler. So that's like the only thing I would have changed. But still, that came out really well, and I was super psyched about it. And I feel like it just brings home the point that you can do so much right where you are, and with however little equipment you have, you just kind of got to be creative and then get out there and do something. So yeah, whether that's like location scouting, coming up with a short screenplay, storyboarding, all the stuff, anything I've like done so far, it's just, you just do a little bit and use what you have, and you can make awesome things. Anyway, if you like this video, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.